Yo, it's Crazy Kurt Comics. Today's video is the first YouTube edition of everything but the kitchen sink. That's right. It's a video I used to do on TikTok where I would just go around and show you how I pay for my comic books. And what I decided a couple years ago was, buying comic books is expensive. I just can't go and spend $50, $60, $70 every week on new comic books. So how can I mitigate that? Well, I started flipping things, reselling things, going to thrift stores and yard sales and garage sales. It started out with just comic book related stuff, and it still is a lot of comic book related stuff, but now it's a lot of pop culture stuff. And I am amazed every day that people buy what they buy, and there is a collector for just about everything. So in everything but the kitchen sink, we're gonna show you everything but the kitchen sink. Well, no, actually, we're gonna show you the kitchen sink. It's right there too. But we're gonna show you all the different things I find at all my local thrift stores here in Salt Lake City. There's about 15 of them I can get to within like a 15-minute drive of my house. It's like a hotbed. It's crazy out here. But we're gonna go through, show you all the stuff, show you some goodies. You have to stick around the end of the video because the deal I found on something, you are gonna be absolutely amazed, and it led into a comic book thing and led into something else. So stick around. The more you stick around, the more you find out. It is everything but the kitchen sink. Crazy Kurt Comics. Let's go! Yo, it's Crazy Kurt. Thanks for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. Before we begin, if you can, my channel is just really starting. I need as many subscribers as I can. It'd just help me out so much. If you could just hit the follow button, maybe click the little bell, ding, 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 and you get notified when I do videos, which I'm trying to do as many videos as I can, as often as I can, because it's a lot of fun. I mean, I'm going to be talking about this stuff anyway. I might as well be talking to everybody, not just the people in the house or my friends, but it's a lot of fun doing these videos. Now, everything but the kitchen sink. Like I said, I go to thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales. Sometimes I do a little bit of retail arbitrage. If I find something maybe someone else is selling, but I think they have it undervalued and I get a good deal on it, I know I can flip it for more. I mean, that's what I do. And the money I get from that is what I use to buy comic books and stuff like that. So it kind of pays for itself in the long run. But one of the things that I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough here in Salt Lake City is that, Salt Lake City is known, we have a lot of Mormons in Salt Lake City, and Mormon families, it's not unheard of to have a Mormon family with like 5 or 6 kids. It's rather frequent. If you ever had kids, if you do have kids, you know how much and how fast they can go through things. So there's a big market for, secondhand stores, thrift stores. We have Goodwills here. We have another chain called Savers. Savers is kind of a unique place. You drop your stuff off, they give you a coupon, and you can use the coupon to buy stuff in the store. So I'm always looking for things to donate so I can get coupons. And Savers is cool because in their book section, if you buy 4 books, you get the 5th book for free. So it's always a good deal there. And then there's another place called the DI here in Salt Lake City. That is a church-run chain of thrift stores. So all told, there's about 15 different thrift stores within 10, 15-minute drive of my house. So I do the little rounds. I go around every day. And I don't hit them all every day, but I hit this one, and I hit this group over here, and I hit this group, and I find all kinds of stuff. Downstairs in the basement. Let's go down the basement. All right, so we're down here in the basement. This is my little home away from home. I have all my comic book paraphernalia down here. But all these things you see, like most of these graphic novels that you see on all these shelves, I have some shelves here, and I have shelves here. Almost every single one of them, I would say 75%, 80% of all those graphic novels and omnibuses that I've gotten either at a thrift store, yard sale, garage sale. Sometimes I buy lots online, and I paid pennies on the dollar for all this stuff. The action figures you see on top, all the mugs. We'll get the mugs a little bit later. Action figures. I mean, even these posters I found on Facebook Marketplace, super cheap. I think I paid like $10, $5. Found that at a thrift store for $6. All these different things. These little Funko Pops I find every now and then out of the box. I don't care if they're out of the box. All these action figures that I find all over the place. I mean, it's toys. You got Godzilla, King Kong. Look, even this glass set I found at a thrift store. The 3-foot-tall Spider-Man. The new strip comic book for Spider-Man. I found that at a thrift store. Movies. Star Wars stuff. I got lots of Stormtroopers. I have a thing about Stormtroopers. And notice all these mugs, people? Yeah, like I said, we'll get to that later. And movies. Look at all these movies. All these things I found all at thrift stores. I didn't pay retail for anything. Books, Star Trek books, all kinds of stuff. One of the problems with finding all these pop culture items and things I find in all these different places, a lot of times I have struggle with wanting to keep it all because the stuff is just cool and it's a lot of fun to have. And I really have to be diligent about, all right, I don't need this. I'm not really into this. I know it's cool, but I'm going to sell this and get some money so I can buy the things I really, really do like. But it's a struggle. Every day I struggle. No, I mean, I really do. I struggle. Like, I want to keep everything. Alrighty, so for this next part of my haul, as you can see, I got lots and lots of movies. Physical media is not dead. Trust me, it really isn't dead at all. So I'm down here in the movie room. We have like this little room down here. We made a movie. We did 2 different chairs all facing the same way. We got movie posters all around. We got a big, gigantic TV with lots of different stuff. All my movies down here. And what I got right here is a big stack of movies I got from the thrift store, like you just saw me drop. And we're going to go through it. And I'll tell you why movies, these physical movies, are not dead. You know, everybody has a streaming platform. It's so much easier just to sit down, plug something in, plug in Netflix or go to Amazon Prime, all these different places. But everybody can't have every streaming platform. I mean, you can, but you're going to be paying lots of money. And sometimes different movies aren't available on different platforms and you have to run around and try to find it all. But when you have the movie, you know, you don't have to worry about lagging. You don't have to worry about buffering. You don't have to worry about the internet goes down. All these things happen from time to time. And also, what I like about movies is all the extra features. You know, I like diving into the movies and finding out interviews with the actors and the commentary and how they made the movie. All those special features, I love all that kind of stuff. So that's why, for me at least, movies will never, physical movies at least, will never be dead. And I'm not the only one who feels that way because I'm here doing a video about flipping stuff, and I got a whole big stack of movies here of stuff I'm going to show you that I'm going to end up flipping. So I'm going to get started with VHS tapes. Yes, VHS tapes. Long live Blockbuster. Hey, man, that was a great time. Going to the Blockbuster was like an event. You know, you go get your popcorn, go get some candy, walk up and down the aisle, see if I had a movie that you want to watch. Yes, it's a lot easier on Netflix, but it was a thing. It was like something to go do. Well, people are paying good money for VHS tapes, people. They are paying good money. I, in the past year, sold a sealed copy. Looking for sealed copies if you can get them. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sealed, I sold that for $50. I sold a partially sealed copy of Day of the Dead, George A. Romero's original, one of his original trilogy of zombie movies. I sold that for like $30. I routinely find copies of 80s movies that are sealed that I sell for $10, $20. You really just can't beat it. My particular Goodwill, well, at least the Goodwills in this area, they have a set price. So all the VHS tapes are 50 cents. So I go in, I find ones that have good boxes, good creases. There's not ripped or damaged anyway. They don't have stickers on them. And I pick them up. Good movies, classic movies. Like we got Grumpy Old Men. We got Face Off. Whoops, wrong way. Face Off. The Wedding Planner. Now this one's sealed, but it was a previously viewed copy, so it's not going to go for a lot of money. But I get a whole bunch of these. I have like a little tote out in the garage. Someone says, hey, I want to go through your movies. They go through, they buy 10, 20 of them, and I get easy money. It's a week worth of comic books. It happens all the time. But here's the find this week. I found a sealed copy of Tombstone. I'll Be Your Huckleberry. Oh my God, I love this movie. And you know what's so funny? I actually got the poster right down there. Tombstone. So cool. So this particular movie, it's sealed. You can see it has the Target sticker on the back. It's sealed in every way. Now, when you're looking for sealed movies, you want to make sure that it's sealed 100%. If there's a sticker on the bottom that proves that it hasn't been opened, that's great. Sometimes there's a watermark on the label, maybe from the home video company. This one has a small little tiny watermark. You can barely see it. There's some little writing right underneath the white sticker there. But this hasn't been opened. This will probably sell for $10 or $15. I paid 50 cents for it. So, and one of my favorite Western movies. So, hey, VHS is not dead. At least in the collectible world, it's not dead. So people are looking. Hey, here's a funny thing to go do. If you have TikTok, if you have Reels, Instagram, YouTube, go search Blockbuster Makeover Basement. Something along those lines. You're going to find videos of people changing their whole entire basements over and making it look like a Blockbuster video. It's really crazy. I see one guy set up. I mean, he has the TV hanging in the ceiling. He has like the candy rack. He has all the boxes behind the tape. Oh my God, it looked just like a Blockbuster. It was crazy. But, you know, this is the kind of stuff that people are doing. Nostalgia is king. And when nostalgia is king, people will pay money for it. So you'd be surprised how often you can find these things. Yard sales, garage sales, people have been sitting on them for years. They don't know what to do with them. They put them out, hope someone will buy them. You can routinely get these for like a quarter at a yard sale. Sometimes they'll give you like, hey, they'll give you 10 for $1. I mean, it's just nuts. So I buy them. I get the movies that are popular, and I sell them for $2 a piece, and I make a little bit of coin. All right, so that's what I found at one store. Now we're gonna go through some animated stuff. I found a copy of Spider-Man's animated series. I get all 13 episodes of the first season, and if you can see that price there, people, look at that. It's $1. Animated series, we can get the whole series. I mean, this might sell for $10. I got it for $1. Superman Doomsday animated movie with the lenticular cover. Look at that. That's so cool. Again, $1. All right. Lord of the Ring fans, they buy all kinds of stuff. They are a good fan base to buy stuff from. Before the Peter Jackson trilogy movies came out, they had animated movies of all the Lord of the Ring books. We got Return of the King here. We have Lord of the Rings, and we have The Hobbit. When you go research these prices on eBay sold listings, routinely sell $8, $9, $10, $11, $12. So, and the Return of the King is sealed, so that'll get even a little bit more money. But these will sell. 2 more sealed movies. These are part of Walt Disney's Vault collection. Classic movies. Parent Trap. I mean, your grandmother, your grandfather, maybe your great-grandmother, grandfather. This is probably one of their favorite movies. And Old Yeller. If you got a dog, don't watch this movie. All right. But yeah, they got them for $1. I mean, last prices I checked on eBay were like $10, $15, $20 for these movies. I got a sealed copy of the Magilla Gorilla. Whole first season. Hanna-Barbera stuff. Hugely popular. So again, $1. The first season of Mad TV. It's got Artie Lang. He was only in the first season there. Hey. This I was surprised this was like $15, $20 on eBay when I looked up the prices. Criterion Collection, The Time Bandits. This is an underrated classic. It's a British science fiction adventure movie. Sean Connery has a bunch of small people in it, but funny adventure, almost like Pirates in Space almost, but like the time travel. It's kind of weird, but a unique movie. Criterion Collection. If you know anything about collecting movies, Criterion Collection, people are always looking for these, so that'll will be a good one. All right, comic book stuff. Where are my comic book people at? Hellboy. We got Hellboy Blood and Iron. We got Sword of Storms. And we got The Black Wedding. Look at that. All 3 of these. I'll bundle these together, and these will easily sell. I'm keeping this one. Tales from the Crypt, the first season. I'm loving this kind of stuff right now. I've been reading a lot of the EC comics. New comic books that are out. There are a lot of horror anthology. Now I'm going to put some of the comic books up here. We got Cruel Universe, Epitaph from the Abyss. They also came out with a new one called Cruel Kingdom. So these are horror anthologies. They're like 3 or 4 short stories in one book, and they all have like a twist ending, like kind of like the Twilight Zone. And I'm loving these. These are great to read in the morning with coffee, and it makes you feel like a kid. Like you just don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes I'll sit around later in the day thinking about the ending to one of the stories. It's a lot of fun. Tales from the Crypt. I love this show. When this was out, this was awesome. So I'm keeping this one. All right. If you don't like the Muppets, you have no soul. If you want pure joy, just go watch the Muppets version of Bohemian Rhapsody video. I played that video for my kids all the time, and they still love it. It's great. If you watch that video and you don't smile or chuckle at least once, you have no soul. The Muppets are awesome. This is the best of the Muppets. This is 25th anniversary edition. It's 4 different discs. I paid $2 for this. This sells from anywhere from $10 to $15 online, maybe even more. It's a pretty good copy. The box is in pretty decent shape. So, movies, people, you can flip them and make money. And there might be, I think I paid a little over $20 for all these movies. I'll get way more. I might get close to $100 or more than $100 back for all of these. So, VHS, hey, still a thing. Movies, you can flip them and make lots of money. Well, maybe not lots of money, but enough money to go buy comic books for the week. All right, what else did we get? Let's go find out. Oh, hold up, wait. I almost forgot. I have to show you this movie that I got. It's the only Blu-ray I found in the past couple days. This is a super underrated movie. Here's Vince Vaughn, but this isn't your jokey Vince Vaughn. This isn't your like, hey, you know what? I'm super sarcastic. Not Wedding Crashers Vince Vaughn. This is drug dealer Vince Vaughn. This is Vince Vaughn who beats his girlfriend. This is Vince Vaughn who goes to jail. This is Vince Vaughn who don't take no shit in jail. And it's crazy movie. And part of it is underrated because of the name. Look at the name. It's Brawl in Cell Block 99. If you heard of this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Cool. You know. But this is an underrated movie because not a lot of people know about it. You know? So if you're like a casual moviegoer, you probably never saw this. If you really watch movies, then you might have seen it. But great movie. I've been looking for a copy of this. I happened to find it. It was $1. $1. Very underrated movie. Go check this out if you can find it. I think this movie is fun because it's so surprising. Now, I'm building it all up, so it won't be as surprising if you go watch it for my recommendation. But it just takes you, like, you don't expect Vince Vaughn to play a character like this, and you don't really know where it's going, and it's so brutal. The end, like the last 45 minutes or half hour of this movie is so brutal. It's just crazy. So Brawl and Cell Block 99, check it out. I got my copy. Go get yours. So we're back upstairs now. You may have heard me mention mugs before. Some mugs I had downstairs. I'm a huge mug collector, and it kind of started because I was looking for things to flip. And a guy I watch all the time is an entrepreneur named Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He used to talk about flipping mugs all the time. He would go to garage sales and yard sales, and he would find mugs. And he still does it to this day. If anybody knows Gary V, he still runs around and goes to yard sales and says it's the best fun he's ever had. And I agree with him because you get this for $0.25 at a yard sale and you sell it for $10, and you feel like amazing. So I find these for $1 most of the time at stores, but check this one out, Nerds Rule. Actually found 2 of them that day. All right, and these are brand new. Check out this cool one I found today, Mandalorian. It's a heavy mug too. Now, if you're looking for mugs, one of the things you want to look for, especially in white mugs, are looking for spoon marks. You know, when you stir the spoon around a bunch of times inside and it gets like a gray line on the bottom from stirring all the time, don't buy those mugs. But these are like brand new. Got the Star Wars logo on the bottom. This thing is heavy. This, I think brand new, this is like a $20 mug. This could sell easily for $15 on eBay. I sell all 3 platforms. I sell eBay, I Facebook Marketplace, Macari. And one of the struggles I have is keeping them. I want to keep all of them. And look at this. It's The Office, people. I love The Office. One of the all-time great comedies, The Office. I think I'm keeping this one. But when I say I'm a big mug collector, I mean I am a big mug collector. Because this cabinet that you see right behind me is nothing but mugs. These are the mugs I drink out of all the time. I got my Philly sports mugs over there in the corner. And then, you want to see some crazy stuff? I'm about to show you some real crazy stuff. You ready? See this dresser right here? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers. Every single one of these drawers has got all different kinds of mugs in it. Every single drawer. It's got all kinds of mugs in it. I know, I'm crazy. There are mugs with funny sayings. There's Star Trek mugs, Star Wars mugs, Disney mugs, character mugs. Yeah, sports teams mugs, all different kinds of stuff. And easy flip, $1. Routinely sell them for $10, $15. It's just nuts. Like here's one I sold recently. Check it out. So it happens. It's the thing, people. People buy these mugs. They're great gifts. You put candy in them, give it as a gift. You put it on your desk, you know, make a statement. Hey, I'm a nerd. I like nerd things. Here's all my pens. Put it on your desk at the office. Or you could be at the office with the office mug. Ah, see what I did there? Okay, enough of the mugs. There's other stuff too. I mean, what about this? What about this cool Joker artwork I found? 16 by 16. Now, the price on this was $22, but I got it for just a couple bucks. This will sell for $10 or $15. Now, I know you're probably thinking, like, you're not making a lot of money selling things for $10 or $15. And you're right. I'm not making lots of money on any one sale. But, you know, I've sent 3 packages out the other day, and that was like 30 or 40 hours. 2 packages out another day after that. You know, people come to the house, pick up stuff. So it's little bits here and there, but I don't really do much. After going to the store and I toast a couple pictures, I sit around, I read comic books, I play video games, I mess with my kids, I talk to my wife, we watch movies, and then I get a text or I get a notification, oh, I sold something. I just box it up and send it out next time I go outside. So easy money. It's like passive income. I mean, it's not really passive. I'm doing a little bit of stuff. Got to box something up. I got to take it to the post office, but I'd be out looking for a lot of the stuff anyway, so that's not really taking up my time. I like doing that stuff. But anyway, I got a She-Hulk from Ross for a couple bucks, so I'm going to put that downstairs in the basement. Check this thing out. You ready? Now, if you don't notice already, if you can't tell by my voice, I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, born and raised, lived there my whole entire life, or at least in the area of Philadelphia my whole entire life, until about 4 years ago. But I'm a huge sports fan, and I found this Allen Iverson. Check out this. It's perfect in every way. The plastic's not even bent or anything. It did have a sticker on it, but I was able to remove that using some Gooby Gone. But this thing is a $40, sells routinely for $40 on eBay. I'm struggling whether I want to keep it or not, because Allen Iverson is one of my favorite players. That team, that he was the one that went to the championship in 2001, and they played the Lakers, and they beat him in the first game and then lost the next 4. Oh, man, that was like, up to that finals, that was like one of the best years ever to be a Sixers fan. But I digress. Another find I found, I'm probably going to end up keeping it, is the Heath Ledger Joker 12-inch figure. I found it at a Ross, and I don't have this version of Joker. I have a bunch of other ones that are 12 inches. But what I like about this one is you can tilt the head. A lot of them you can't tilt the head, so it makes them look a little crazier when you can tilt the head. So, one of my favorite comic book movies, so how can I sell that? But if I did want to sell it, I mean, I paid $8 for it, but it routinely sells for $15 to $20 online. If you get, the real deal is if you can find this and the Dark Knight Batman figure that goes with it, they together sell for $30, $40 a piece, together as a bundle. So look for those if you're ever out, but I'm keeping this one. This will go downstairs with the other movie figures I have. And let's see what else we got. Alrighty, books. Harry Potter books. Harry Potter still sells. And I imagine there's going to be an uptick in this soon because the Harry Potter TV series is starting to be developed at HBO Max. They're redoing all the Harry Potter movies. It's going to be, each book is going to be a season, I believe. They're going to have all new cast. It's going to be, everybody's going to be recast, and there's going to be another uptick in this. I sell these for $10 a piece routinely whenever I can find them in good condition. I make sure there's no inscriptions on the inside. Other book series that sell really well, Hunger Games sell extremely well. Divergent series, Maze Runner is another one that sells. So those, you know, teenage angst, adventure, like science fiction things, there's an audience for them, and they will routinely buy them. Now, we're gonna get into some plush animals. It's The Rock. Anything wrestling. If I can find anything wrestling that's in good condition, I will buy it. Wrestling fans are crazy. They will buy anything. But that is The Rock. We got Spider-Man, and we got a large Spider-Man. I only paid $1 or $2 for each of these, and they will sell easily. Plush does sit every now and then. You might get stuck with a plush for a little while, but over time, everything always sells, especially if it's in really good condition. I try not to buy ones that have where the fabric is already pilling, or it looks like a kid was eating on it for 3 months. I try to buy stuff that looks like it's in almost brand new condition. If you have kids, you probably know that their stuffed animals just sit around all the time. They never use them. They just sit and collect dust or sit in the corner until you get tired of looking at them, and then you donate them. So that's where I come in. I buy it for $1 or $2, and I sell it for $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50 sometimes. It's really crazy depending on how rare it is. But that's kind of the goodies that I found this week. Now I got to talk to you about something else. So one of the places I go to, I don't go to that often, but there's a place in Salt Lake City here. I'm going to put the picture up right here. And this place is a weird place. You go in there, you can get anything from Pop-Tarts to diapers to bikes to lamps to TVs to clothing to energy drinks to toys to stationery products. It's just a nutcase of a place. It's always a mess. Stuff's all over the place. Half the stuff's not tagged. It's like, I think it's like someone who just rented out a big old retail space that was empty, and they just get Amazon pallets or they do buyouts, and it's just crazy in there. So I go in there every now and then. You just never know what you may find. And I go in there and I find this, right? It's a Marvel Legends Nova figure, right? And it's brand new. All right, look at this. We're gonna look at this again. Right, Nova. Nothing wrong with it. It's not missing pieces, no stickers or anything on it. And the price on the shelf, I don't even know how to say this and make me sound believable. Said it was $2.49. I said, there's no possible way that that could be true. So I took it up to the counter and, you know, it was true because I bought 10 of those suckers, 10 of them, all for $2.49. Now, one's going to go to my son because he likes to collect the Marvel Legends figures. But the other 9 are all going to go on eBay for like $15. Even if I sell it for $15, even if eBay takes their stuff, I'm still going to make $10 on it. If I want to sell it for 20, I could probably sell it for 20, but $15. And then what was cool about it, I'll sell all these for $15. All right, after eBay takes their stuff and I pay for buying them, I'm going to have at least $90, maybe more, left over. So I'm like, Nova's such a cool figure. I forget how cool of a figure Nova is. And I remember I always wanted to get the Nova series, and the one that was in the 70s. It ran for 24 issues. It was Richard Rider. It was Nova. I was like, they have an omnibus of that. I'm going to go see how much this omnibus is. I got home and looked at the figures. Like, yeah, I want to see how much this is. So here's what it is. Check it out. It was a $100 omnibus. It was on sale for $75. Then look at that little, it's a 20% coupon. So now it's only $60. And for Christmas, I got a $25 Amazon gift card. So you take that $25 Amazon gift card, put it to the $60. Now I'm only paying $35 for a $100 omnibus. That's awesome. And I'm not really paying for it at all because if I sell all these, it's going to pay for itself and more. So, people, I did it. I bought the omnibus. It came today. It's awesome. Look at this thing. Let's take a look. All right, we're going to put the box away and let's look at this thing, man. Nova, Richard Rider. This thing is clean. Look at this. It's nice. Flip this around. And let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 45 issues. But it only ran for 24. So where'd you get the other issues from? Oh, Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four. Oh, some more Fantastic Four. Oh, the thing. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. This is amazing. So I have to put money out of my pocket for right now, but I'm going to make it all back by selling those. And then to top it all off, guess what? Today I'm in a store and I come across Nova Funko Pop. Look at that. Now it was $7.99, but I had a coupon to bring it down further. But how could I not get the Nova Funko Pop after I just got the Nova figure and the omnibus? Yeah, it's like it was meant to be, people. It was meant to be. Here's a good week. So I got to post all this stuff now. That's probably the only time-consuming thing, was when you have a lot of stuff at one time, just posting it all. So what I usually like to do is I'll take lots of pictures of it, and then I'll sit on the sofa later tonight watching TV, and I'll post stuff as I'm watching TV. But lots of stuff here, man. Lots of stuff. So between all the movies I showed you earlier, plus artwork and cool figures and mugs and books and plush animals and all these Nova figures, right? I come away with a Joker figure, and I got an omnibus that's probably going to get paid for by all those figures. And then not to mention, I got Brawl in Cell Block 99. Go check that movie out, people. You will like it, trust me. So, hey, not a bad couple days, hunting around, flipping things. And, then gonna get some money, and then we're gonna head over to the LCS and be able to get some comic books. Hey, man, I'm be looking for a lot of this stuff anyway, and I don't really consider this working in my spare time. This is a lot of fun for me. It's a hobby, just like comic books is a hobby. I just found a way to make one hobby pay for the other hobby. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. Leave some comments down below if there's anything that you liked. Hey, if you're really interested in some Nova figures, you can check it out. Crazy Kurt Comics over on eBay. They'll be listed there. But hey, thanks for joining me. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the little bell. Ding, 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 ding. Make sure you get notified when I do videos. This has been everything but the kitchen sink. I'm Crazy Kurt. This has been Crazy Kurt Comics. Peace!